Hello everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today I would like to share with you some cards that I created with this beautiful DSP or designer series paper. This is from the Enjoy the Journey suite. They've got it paired up with this great stamp set. I didn't get this stamp set, but you can pair this paper up with really just about any scenery stamps with trees and mountains and clouds. I think it also coordinates pretty well with this stamp set right here. This is the Picturesque. So I have a few samples that I did with using this stamp set and a couple of the other ones from the big catalog. This is from the January to April. Super I just love this paper. I can't say enough great things about this paper. So let's take a look at it. So this is, I think, one of my favorites. I really love how Stampin' Up has done this with some of our DSP, where it's kind of blank in the middle and some beautiful things, either flowers or mountain scenes in this particular paper, and then you can cut it. So you can cut it here at 6.5, at 6. So you'll cut it because it's 12 by 12 paper. So if you cut it here, and then if you cut it in 4 panels, you'll have, or even 3 panels. So you can do one or 3 by 4 panels here. You can see with some of my samples. But let's look at these. It's just gorgeous. I love this. So with this one, you would cut it again, cut it at 6, and then if you cut it into 3 4-inch panels, this one and this one would have the moon, but then these wouldn't, or if this is a sun, I guess, whichever. So then these panels wouldn't have that, but you can stamp some other things on here. We've got this one and this one. This one is just the trees, kind of fun. This could be all kinds of, this could be sky, or this could be water. Very cool. And of course they all have a print on the back. I'll show you those really quickly. But with this beautiful scenery side, and this one's kind of fun. I did do a card with that one. This is kind of nice too. You can do a little sky, just little patterns. So that is what the paper looks like. Let's get to some samples. I'll bring that over here. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, so here are some cards that I did. Like I said, I used the Picturesque stamp set. I've also used some from Mountain Air, some of the mountains, the tree. I love these trees here from Grassy Grove, so I've used quite a few of those in my cards. And matting them on the black I thought looked really nice. So like I said earlier, if you do 4-inch panels, usually I do 4-inch panels like this right here. This one I actually did a 3-inch. Oops, got all my little pieces here that I like to put on the inside of my cards. So let's try to get a couple of these to show what these look like. So these I did with the 4-inch. So these are 4 by 5.25, which mat quite nicely on your cards. This one I wanted to do just the 3-inch so it would coordinate with the stamp in here, because this is only about 3 inches wide. So that's why I did that. But that looks really good too, and then you'll get 4 of those instead of just the 3 panels. So here is just to show you just some similar layouts, but with a slightly different twist of the trees that you're using. Again, with the Grassy Grove trees here. And then I just stamped those repeatedly. And the little birds that are in the Mountain Air are wonderful little birds that you can just add to just about any of your scenery papers. Sadly, I lost mine. Those little guys, you have to be very careful with these photopolymer stamps because they'll get stuck to something and then you will lose them. I lost mine. So these little birds actually came from this Paper Pumpkin set from March 2021. So I keep those little guys handy, and I use those birds since I lost my other ones. Very sad. But those are great birds too. So I will use those, and then of course the birds that are in Picturesque are just a little bit bolder look, which works well with this stamp set, of course. And then this to show you some of those panels that you get the same layout but just a little bit different coloring, and the stamp sets you get such different looks. This one I just stamped that mountain range from Mountain Air once here, and I think I did that in crumb cake, so they would be pretty light on top of that nice orange background. Very cool. This one I could do the same thing here, but this is just with those trees from Grassy Grove and that ground, some of the birds, and I left greening off a few of these so then I can make them whatever I need them to be later. And I love the purples. Very cool. And then of course on the inside, I always have to do something on the inside. I've got some trees. If you do anything with this Picturesque stamp set on your inside here, I didn't want that whole 3-inch here, so I put a little mask so I could just stamp that one tree on the inside. Just a few little tips with that. Just so pretty, really, really pretty paper. And then here I added some of the clouds from Mountain Air. Kind of fun to mix and match those. So these are the trees that are from Grassy Grove. I could of course use the trees from here too. And then trees. And then again with the Grassy Grove. Very cool. I like that one panel. And then again with the green. And then just stamping right on with your greeting works really well too. Or of course the tags. Now these were on the same paper but just different sides. And then again with that on the inside, you can put a white border. Now with these, this one, I just did that. Let's pull that one back out. Of course I flipped all of them over, and let's see which one it is. There it is. So with this one here, when I cut my cardstock, or cut my paper, I cut it this way at 6, and then I cut my 3 4-inch panels this way. So this really light one up here is what I chose to do with this one here. And then just a tree punch. And I put that through an embossing folder, give it some texture. Really cool. And another one on the inside with a little strip of that paper. Just a little bit of ribbon. Beautiful card. Love that one. And then that sky looking one with a whole bunch of this mountain range just stamped repeatedly a couple times. A little bit lighter in the background there, and some more of those birds. And this one I left a greeting off of because it can be just about anything. It could be a birthday thinking of you, or a thank you, or just saying hello. It's a beautiful card. This one with the boat punch and some of those birds from the Picturesque. Kind of fun. And that strip on the inside. Fairly simple. I mean, let your DSP paper just speak for itself. And then there we go with just one of that from the other side of that paper, just to show a little bit of that and compare that up. I love using these butterfly dies with the black just as a silhouette butterfly. Put that on with some of the black dimensional so you don't see those through there. Thinking of you. Super quick and simple. But I hope you like this paper. It's super fun. Again, it is in this this little holiday book here. It goes till through April, so if you want to pick up a package of those, you can go down to my website. I'd be happy to help you out with that. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and click that bell button so you don't miss your video. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful afternoon.